Punjabiyari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunjabiyari Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Balaba Jaya Giribaradare Jaya Giribaradare Jaya Gopi Jaya Gopi Jana Balaba Jaya Giribaradare Jaya Giribaradare Jaya Gopi Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunjabiyari Jaya Yamuna Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunjabiyari Jaya Yamuna Jaya Raja Madhava Jaya Kunjabiyari Jaya Jaya Raja Madhava Jaya Kunjabiyari Jaya Raja Jaya Gopi Jana Balaba Jaya Giribaradare Jaya Giribaradare Jaya Gopi Jana Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopi Jaya Yasodanandana, Jaya Pradyumninā, Jaya Pradyumninā, Jaya Yasoda. Jaya Yasodanandana, Jaya Pradyumninā, Jaya Pradyumninā, Jaya Yasoda. Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Harekrishna, Harekrishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Go Haribo, 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 Nitai Go Haribo, Nitai. Jayam Vishnupa Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Stuta Satasi Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jayam Vishnupa Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Stuta Satasi Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Nitai Gopi Manande. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru Gauranga. Narayana Namaskritya Narayachaiva Narottama Devam Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet Nasta Prayeswa Bhadresu Nitam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Vede Ramani Chaiva Purane Bharate Tata Hado Adyan Chamadye Cha Hari Sabhata Giyate Mokam Karoti Vachalam Prangu Langarate Green Ya Kripata Ham Bande Sri Guru Dinatarine Paramananda Madhava Dhamma Prajeta Kataputra Paramoli Bashram Satan Vedam Vastavam Atavasna Shivatan Tapatrayamulanan Sima Bhagavate Mahamuni Kitenkiva Para Isvara Sadhyorudi Abaruri Treta Kitipita Kishtanan Nigama Kapatalu Galitan Phalam Sukamoka Druvasam Pibatam Bhagavatam Rasamalaya Bhura Rasika Bhuvibavuka Yashavasya Manayam Krishna Paramapuruse Bhakti Uttapade Pumsa Sukamoa Bhayapa Krishna Yavasudevaya Devaki Nandana Yacha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Nama Vasudeva Sutandevan Kansa Chanuramadanam Devaki Paramananda Krishna Bandi Jagaguru Namo Mahavadanya Ya Krishna Pramapadayate Krishna Ya Krishna Chaitanyam Namine Gauratishe Nama Sri Krishna Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapita Yana Bhutale Sarupakadama Yana Dati Swampadantika Namamo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristha Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nebe Sesa Sungabadi Pashtashta Desatarini Panchakapaturubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vivacha Patitanam Pavana Vibhyo Vaishna Vibhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Go Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I thank everyone for being here this morning for the Srimad Bhagavatam class. And we are in the 10th canto, chapter 62, the chapter of the marriage of, or the meeting of Usha and Aniruddha. So it's very, very interesting chapter, this very sweet narration of Usha, the romantic meeting with Aniruddha. Aniruddha was Krishna's grandson. He was the son of Pradyumna. And of course, Aniruddha is part of the Chatuvyuha. Chatuvyuha being the quadruple expansions of Lord Krishna. So there are 4 expansions of Lord Krishna, which is Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. So these 4, they are Vishnu Tattva. So Aniruddha is Vishnu Tattva. And then from this quadruple expansion, and then from there, there's Narayana comes, and then from Narayana, another quadruple expansions, and then from there you have Vishnu expansions, then you have the creations of the material world and all that. So, but as they said, that when Lord Krishna when he comes, when he advent himself in one day of Lord Brahma, at that time, all the expansions, all the avatars, they all merge within his body. And then different leelas are performed. But they all merge within the body of Krishna together. So which makes Krishna is a combination of all the avatars, of all the expansions. When he comes, all the avatars, they are with him. All the expansions, they are with him. So this is explained nicely in the Puranas, especially in the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was instructing Sanatana Goswami. So we have been reading this meeting of Usa and Aniruddha. Text 22, right? Is it? Text 22. So it's on the board. We all chant together. Sachatam sundara-varam vilokya muditānanā duṣprekṣye sva-gṛhe pumbhī reme pradyumninā samam sachatam sundara-varam vilokya muditānanā duṣprekṣye sva-gṛhe pumbhī reme pradyumninā samam sachatam sundara-varam vilokya muditānanā duṣprekṣye sva-gṛhe pumbhī reme pradyumninā samam Ladies, Matajis, anybody? Sa, she, cha, and tam, him, sundara-varam, the most beautiful man. Vilokya, beholding, mudita, joyful, ānanā, her face, duṣprekṣye, which was not to be seen, sva, in her own, ģṛhe, quarters, pumbhī, by men, reme, she enjoyed Pradyumna samam together with the son of Pradyumna. Translation by disciples of Prabhupada. When Usa beheld him, the most beautiful of men, her face lit up with joy. She took the son of Pradyumna to her private quarters, which men were forbidden even to see, and there enjoyed with him. So this one has no purport. Now, this is very interesting that Chitralekha was able to bring Aniruddha from Dwarka into the palace of Banasura, into the palace and to the inner quarters where Bana's daughter Usa was staying. So there are two queries, there are two wonders that happen here. One is that Dwarka, Lord Krishna is the protector of Dwarka. No one can get inside Dwarka city. There is, no one can get inside Dwarka. So how is it possible that Chitralekha was able to get inside? And when inside, she got inside the Dwarka, and then went inside the palace. I was able to go into the inner chamber, into the chamber, the bedroom, where Aniruddha was lying. And then was able to get Aniruddha out, and then take him to the city of Banasura. And then also, how is it that Aniruddha was able to enter the city of Banasura, and specifically into the palace of Banasura, and into the inner chamber where Banasura's daughter Usa was staying? How is that? Because, the city of Banasura was under the protection of Lord Shiva. It was being guarded by Lord Shiva himself. So through Dwarka city is being guarded by Lord Krishna, and the place of Banasura being guarded by Lord Shiva. So how is it that this happened? So as mentioned in the Harivamsa Purana, which describe these events, and also the commentaries of the Acharyas, that when Chitralekha, when she was flying, she was in the skyway, she was flying, she was going towards Dwarka, and as she was going towards Dwarka, she was unable to get inside Dwarka. She couldn't get inside Dwarka, and then as she was going, then she met Narada Muni. So she met Narada Muni, and then she presented her situation to Narada Muni, that how she needs to go into Dwarka because Usa, who had become attracted to Aniruddha. And so she has a mission to fulfill, how to bring Aniruddha to Usa. So she requested Narada Muni for help, that please, help me. So Narada Muni became agreeable to her. It's okay, I am going to show you how to get inside Dwarka. Because Narada Muni is always there, and he's always doing the most impossible things. He's there to facilitate all the leelas of Lord Krishna. Sometimes he may present obstacles, Narada-Muni, and sometimes he may present solution. But in all his dealings, his dealing was always to see how the Lord's leela can be successful. So therefore, in his dealing, sometimes he presents obstacles, and sometimes he presents solution. Just like when we read so many stories of Narada-Muni, sometimes he will go to Dwarka, and then he will instigate many things. Sometimes he will instigate quarrels among the queens, so that they can attack Krishna, they can question Krishna. So in this case, so Narada-Muni told Chitralika that yes, I will help you out. And then he taught her a mantra to chant. He said, okay, just take this mantra, which is Griyatan Tamasi Vidya Sabaloka Pramohini Kita Kritya Stute Devinatam Vidam Tadamiham. So this is quoted. So Narada-Muni telling the Chitralika that I am rewarding you with a mystic power that bewilders everyone from the three words. And, Devi, use it to fulfill your desired mission. So Narada-Muni taught her the mantra, the mystic power. So he said, I'm going to grant you a mystic power. And with this mystic power, you'll be able to achieve your objective. So in this way, Chitralika, by following the guidance of Narada-Muni, so she was able to get inside Dwarka. Even though Dwarka was being guarded by Lord Krishna. Now, does this diminish Lord Krishna's influence? No. Because after all, Narada-Muni, this is his own desire. He wants Chitralika to fulfill his objective. So Lord Krishna normally does not interfere with the wishes of his devotees. Narada-Muni is a Param Bhakta, is the greatest Vaishnava. So the Lord does not interfere with the wishes of his devotees, even though sometimes it may go against his own injunctions. When he comes to his bhaktas, he does not interfere with it. Just like when some time ago, when Narada-Muni he instructed Satyabhama about how to make Krishna, how she can be Krishna's most favorite wife. So Narada-Muni instructed her, and then she became Krishna's most favorite wife. And then Narada-Muni went to Satyabhama, saying that now I've taught you this thing, how you can become Krishna's the favorite queen. So your objective has been achieved. Now I want my payment. You have to give me payment for it. So, and then Satyabhama said that, what do you want? What do you want? I'm ready to give you whatever you want. So, and then Narada-Muni asked for the wealth that is equal to the weight of Krishna. And then, just to make the story shortage, because I have some other thing to talk about here. So eventually, the whole city of Dwarka, they were unable to fulfill this desire. Actually, what happened is that Narada-Muni said, okay, you have to give me Krishna as my reward. And then Narada-Muni had to take Krishna away. So many of these pastimes are there. So now Lord Krishna does not interfere with the wishes of his dear devotees. So Chitralika was able to take Usa away. Was able to take him away from Dwarka, and then she took him to the palace, to the chamber of Usa. Because Usa she has previously, she was performing austerity. She was performing austerity. She was worshiping Parvati. She was worshiping Gauri, the wife of Lord Shiva. And then the Gauri, she appeared to her and asked her what she wants. And then she requested to become she wants to be the wife of the most attractive person in the universe. She wants to be the wife of the most wonderful person in the universe. So, the Gauri Devi, she granted the boon to Usa. She granted the boon. And then it so happened that, during her sleep, Aniruddha appeared to Usa. Aniruddha appeared to her, and then which is the fulfillment of her desire. So within the dream, she and Aniruddha, they were having, romantic affairs. And then she became completely enamored by it. That is actually the fulfillment of her desire. So within the dream, they were having these romantic affairs. And then there was one time when, and then after that, then Aniruddha disappeared from her dream. So when Aniruddha disappeared from her dream, then she was feeling separation. Because when she woke up, she was feeling separation from Aniruddha. That where is he? Where is he? And then she was talking to her friend. Her friend happened to be Chitaleka. Talking to her friend that, this is my lover, who we have been having romantic affairs in the dream. He has suddenly disappeared. We've had all these loving relations, and then she was even showing the marks on her arms, the loving marks on her arm, showing this to Chitaleka. So she became so smitten with love that you have to find this person. You have to find this person. Where is he? If you don't find him, I'm going to give up my life. Now, it so happened that, where is this person? Where is Aniruddha? Where is he? Who is he? Where is he? Nobody knows. Because it was, they never really met in person before. It was just through the dream. So Chitaleka, she's a very wonderful artist and also a yogini. She's a yogini. And then she started drawing all kinds of men from in the creations. She was drawing from the demigods, different planets, all kinds of yakshas and Gandharvas. She was drawing, and as she was drawing, she would show them to Usa. She would say, no, not this person, not that person, not this person. And then she started drawing among the human beings. And then she started drawing the men of the Yadu dynasty. And then she drew Pradyumna. So when she drew Pradyumna, so she became bashful, because when she saw Pradyumna, she's thinking, this must be my father-in-law. That this must be my father-in-law, as she drew Pradyumna. And then eventually she drew she drew Aniruddha. When she drew Aniruddha, at the moment Usa saw the picture of Aniruddha, he said, yes, sir, this is him. This is my lover, this is him. And then now they had to find out where is he. So through her yogic power, Chitaleka was able to determine that, yes, Aniruddha is in Dwarka, and is grandson of Lord Krishna. So in this way, she came to Dwarka and took Aniruddha away. Actually, as mentioned in the older narrations, that when Chitralekha, when she entered the palace, so she presented herself before Aniruddha. And Aniruddha asked her that, who are you? And then she said, oh, I have been sent by Usa to bring you because Usa had, both of you have had loving affairs together in the dream. So immediately Aniruddha was able to recognize it. Yes. Where is he? Take me to her. Where is he? Immediately. And then, so in this way, both in the sky highway, so Chitralekha and Aniruddha, so they were able to go to the palace of Banasura. So this is what what's been stated here. And then, and of course, he mentioned that Chitralekha, she was able to achieve this feat of being able to enter the palace of Krishna, and also being able to go back and forth between Dwakas and also Banasura, the city of Banasura, because she herself, she's actually an expansion of Yogamaya. So it means that she wasn't just an ordinary person. Even though it was said that she was a daughter of a demon, Kubanda, but she was an expansion of Yogamaya. This was explained this way. So text 23 to 24. Paradya Vasastra Ganda Dupasanadika Panabojana Bhakshamischa Vakyai Sususanat Chitha Gudakanya Purik Satsvat Pravida Snaya Taya Naha Ganam Sa Bubude Usaya Paritendriyaha. Translation: Usha worshipped Aniruddha with faithful service, offering him priceless garments, along with garlands, fragrances, incense, lamps, sitting places, and so on. She also offered him beverages, all types of food, and sweet words. As he thus remained hidden in the young lady's quarters, Aniruddha did not notice the passing of the days, for his senses were captivated by Usa, whose affection for him ever increased. So the kind of loving affections that Aniruddha received from Usa was beyond the love itself was so deep that, as he said, in the interactions of love affairs, when two persons are in deep love with each other, the time just goes by without even noticing that time is going. When there's a deep love within two persons, among two persons, when there's deep love among two persons, time goes very, very fast. Maybe we devotees, maybe many of us might not have experienced, such love because of our situation. Devotees generally, they don't find that much of an attraction in this material world, especially the relation between the opposite sex. But in the realm is here that within the loving feelings of two persons, time can just fly by. So Aniruddha, he was receiving such a tremendous love from Usa. Tremendous love that he was getting from Usa, that he was just increasing at every moment. The way she she rendered such a service to him, giving him gallant everyday garments and everything. Every day that she was giving, and so time goes very fast. And every day the love just increases. Every day the love increases. And Usha, she was experiencing such a great love. She was experiencing such a joy that she was experiencing. So ultimately, of course, because they've been together, there's a conjugal affairs together, so eventually she got pregnant. Eventually she got pregnant. So now let me just read the next text 25 to 26. Tam tata radu virena bujamanam atabratam etubi election takshu apritam duraba chadai bata avedayam chakra rajanste advitam bayam vichesitam lakshanam kanyaya kula dosanam. The female guards eventually noticed unmistakable symptoms of romantic involvement in Usha, who, having broken a maiden vow, was being enjoyed by the Yadu hero and showing signs of conjugal happiness. The guards went to Banasura and told him, "O king, we have detected in your daughter the kind of improper behavior that spoils the reputation of a young girl's family." So some short purpose is there. So Srila Vishnu Chakravarti has defined the word bata as female guards, whereas Jiva Goswami defines it as eunuchs and others. Grammatically, the word can function both ways. The guards feared that if Banasura found out about Usha's activities from some other source, he will severely punish them. And thus, they personally informed him that his young daughter was no longer innocent. So the daughter was no longer innocent. So it's mentioned here that humble services executed with love and sweet words can purchase anyone from this world, and such services can make one become captivated and forget happenings in their surroundings. What to speak of spiritual mode? Even services executed with material mode can bring equal effect. Aniruddha became mesmerized so much so that he forgot how many days he had passed without the association of Lord Krishna and his wife Rochan. Because Aniruddha, he had previously married. He was married previously to the daughter of Rukmi. Rukmi daughter, her name is Rochan here. But in this particular situation, Aniruddha totally forgot himself. He wasn't aware of the amount of days that has passed, even though he was not in the association of Lord Krishna. So he was not aware of amount of days that has passed, because he was completely mesmerized by his loving dealings with Usha. So, and he mentioned that the female guards, when they noticed the symptoms in the body of Usha, so they became very alarmed. you know. And they noticed that Usha, she just show him happiness. Her happiness just increasing day by day, her joy, you know. So the guards, they could notice something, that something must be wrong with this girl. Something must be wrong. And normally in the olden days, because mentioned here that the guard mentioned here, they are not necessarily female guards. The eunuchs, they sometimes posted by the kings to guard their daughters, the eunuchs. Because the eunuchs, they are men who are very, very strong, but they have no genitals. So they can protect the females of the palace, the eunuchs. They can protect the females in the palace. So the guards, the kings, they usually employ the services of the eunuchs for protection of their daughters, or even their wives sometimes. But mostly their daughters, they use the eunuchs to do for the protection. Because the eunuchs, they are very, very strong, and they make sure that the daughters, the girls, the royal princess, they are nicely protected. But somehow, because of her mystic power, Chitralekha was able to bypass the watchful eyes of these guards, was able to bypass them. So for several days, Aniruddha and Usa, they were enjoying each other. They were enjoying each other for a long period of time, you know. And they ultimately, so Usa became pregnant. So she became pregnant, and then, and as she became pregnant, she was beaming so much happiness, so much. Normally, when a young lady, when she's pregnant, she becomes very, very happy because she becomes pregnant by her lover. She becomes very, very happy because this is like the joy, this is like the sign of the relationship. So the guards and them, so they eventually noticed, they eventually found out that Usha has been in a relationship with Aniruddha. So when they found out that Usha had been in a relationship with Aniruddha, of course, Aniruddha was such a very beautiful person, dark complexion, very, very beautiful. And because being a grandson of Lord Krishna, he has the same bodily beauty as Lord Krishna. He was the son of Pradyumna. Pradyumna is the Cupid himself. And then, so they all possess this bodily characteristics, this bodily beauty, which no one has in the entire creation. So when they saw him, they were perplexed. They were they said, oh, such a wonderful person, such a beautiful person. And now he's in a relationship with the daughter of our master. So they became alarmed, and then they didn't want Banasura to find out himself. Because if Banasura should find out himself that this is what happened to his daughter, so these guards, they may be in trouble. Banasura may kill them. So they may be in trouble. And then, so they went to Banasura and said, oh, this is what happened, that your daughter, you know, she had become involved with someone. She has become involved with someone, and this person is in the palace, and you can go and see yourself that she has become involved with someone. So they are able to relate the story to Banasura. So, and of course, Banasura, he became very, very amazed that how could this happen? How could this happen that anyone could penetrate his kingdom, his palace? How is it possible that anybody could penetrate? So that brings us to the second question of how could this possible that Lord Shiva, who was guiding the palace, Banasura, who was guiding the. How could it possible that anybody could bypass his watchful eye? How is that possible? So this was explained that actually Lord Shiva was actually angry with Banasura. Because Banasura, he was a very proud person, very proud. Because he was a devotee of Lord Shiva. He was Lord Shiva's devotee. And also he was the son of Bali Maharaj, one of Bali Maharaj's son. So being a Bali Maharaj's son, even though being a demon, still he has got some kind of leverage, because ultimately Krishna will come, so the Bali Maharaj being a devotee of the Lord. So, but Banasura was very proud, because Bana, he had 1,000 arms, which was granted to him by Lord Shiva. 1,000 arms, and with these 1,000 arms, he was creating all kinds of havoc. He was creating all kinds of havoc, tearing up the mountains, so many things like that. And then one time he went to Lord Shiva, that, oh my dear Lord, these arms of mine, 1,000 of them, they have become a burden of mine. They have become a burden. So is there anybody, because there's nobody that can defeat me, is there anyone that can defeat me apart from yourself? Is there anyone in this world that can defeat me apart from yourself? So Banasura asked Lord Shiva this way, because he's so proud, he said, I got these 1,000 arms and nobody can defeat me. So he's asking Lord Shiva that, is there somebody who can defeat me in this who can defeat? And then Lord Shiva told him that yes, because he was asking Lord Shiva for a boon. So and then Lord Shiva told him that yes, when that person comes, who's going to get rid of your arms, and then that time you will fall down, then you know that that person is going to be the cause of your defeat. And then Lord Shiva again asked him, ask me for a boon. And then Banasura simply asked Lord Shiva that, become my guard, become the protector of my city. So Lord Shiva is, as you told us, is very, very, very compassionate. Very, very. Normally, when you approach Lord Shiva, he will grant you any wish that you want. Lord Shiva, being a great devotee, if you ask him for bhakti, he will give you bhakti. And if you ask him for material prosperity, he will give you. Because it's always, Shiva means auspiciousness. It's always very full of auspiciousness. So therefore, the fact that Chiralika was able to take Aniruddha inside the city of Banasura was because that Lord Shiva was unable to grant protection for anyone to enter the city, especially to prevent Aniruddha from entering, because of his apparent anger at Banasura. So anyway, we're going to be hearing more. It's a very, very interesting story of the fighting that is going to be taking place between Banasura, Aniruddha, and ultimately then Lord Krishna himself will come. We fight with Banasura, and Lord Shiva will fight with Lord Krishna. So in the next 1 or 2 chapters, in the next chapter or so, we're going to hear about the very, very interesting fighting of Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva together. They are fighting. Very, very interesting story. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. So if anybody have any question, you can please go ahead. Yes. Harekrishna.
In this it seems to be the mystic power of Chitta is more powerful than samam of Krishna and Aniruddha. Because how he is speaking mystic, how he understands this? Because the Aniruddha is the expansion of direct.
Yeah, if I understand you correctly, that Chitta, yes, she is a yogini, yogi, and a mystic power was granted by Narada Muni, who granted her the mystic power to become, so that she can become invisible and be able to enter Lord Krishna's palace. And then again, as I mentioned, that she was not just an ordinary person; she was actually an expansion of Yoga Maya, who is Lord Krishna's energy. So she's an expansion of Yoga Maya. So her activities was basically on the auspice of the Lord Himself, because she was not an ordinary person. She was not an ordinary yogi, being an expansion of Yoga Maya. So she was able to accomplish her feat. She was able to accomplish that, being able to enter Dwarka and then be able to bypass Lord Shiva and all that, because she was not an ordinary person. And whatever she did was according to the wish of the Lord Himself. The Lord need to perform certain lila. The Lord need to perform a certain pastime, especially when we're going to read about the fighting between Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva. Very, very interesting in the next chapter. So this arrangement was made by the Lord Himself. This arrangement. Okay? Yeah. Okay, at the back. The ladies, Raja.
Disrespectful for the wife of Krishna, because what they feel, Lakshmi Devi or Shrimati Radharani, when they see that, how they feel it. Is it like us human, we become jealous or become...
Well, Usa was very attracted to Aniruddha because they were meant to be with each other, just like Pradyumna and Rati. They are each other's eternal consort. But how they get together in the previous chapter, we read about how Pradyumna happened to be Cupid himself, but Cupid is like an expansion of Pradyumna. So they have these pastimes together when the Lord came 5,000 years ago. So similarly, Usa also, who was a Vidyadhari. Vidyadhari means it was a demigoddess, Vidyadhari. And then she took birth as the Banasura's daughter. So which means there is eternal relation is there between Usa and Aniruddha, because Aniruddha is God Himself, is personality of Godhead. He was not an ordinary person. He's the God Himself. He's one of quadruple expansions of Krishna, which means He's God Himself. But in this material world, these pastimes are performed. So these pastimes are performed so that we, as aspiring bhaktas, we can have something to talk about. Because as we discuss this Lord's Leela, this Lord pastime, we discuss them, then we become Krishna conscious. We become Krishna conscious as we discuss these pastimes. Okay? Hare Krishna.
So what is the lesson for, what should we understand about this verse, that the process for romantic affair, I see, and I see also that is present for everybody reciprocate according to our vision.
But this romantic affair is not material, it's a spiritual affair. There's a big difference between material calm and spiritual love. Two different things. Totally different. Material calm, you become tired of it, you become disgusted with each other in the so-called material loving affair. Whereas in the spiritual affairs, there is no cessation. It actually increases all the time. Just like Krishna's loving affairs with the gopis, it's always ever increasing because it's not material, it is spiritual. So there's difference between calm and prem, two different things. Yeah. Harekrishna.
Harekrishna Prabhuji, my obeisances unto you. When Lord Shiva saw the Mohini Murti of the Lord,
Yeah.
we know what a pathetic condition he was in, and I believe it's needless to mention. But he realized that the Lord is the greatest of all the mystics. So from here, we can realize that this story boosts up our devotion to the Lord. Okay. So from the story of Aniruddha and Usha, what lesson do we learn that really boosts up our devotional service to the Lord? That's my question.
Yeah, because I said that Aniruddha is God himself. It's Krishna's expansion. And Usha is the combination of Usha and Aniruddha. It's just the meeting of the eternal relationship that is there between them. Is the meeting. So just like Lord Krishna so-called marries 16,108 wives. But all these wives, they are Lakshmis. But they come because the Lord needs to perform Lila. So therefore, even though they are eternal Lakshmis, but they come and then they take birth in the different families. And then the Lord, he had to fight to marry them. All these things. Even though these are eternal past, even though their eternal relation is there, but within this realm, these pastimes these lila are performed. So that we can talk about them, we can read Bhagavatam, we can read the Puranas about this lila, so that we can have something to talk about. And by talking about this thing, by narrating this subject, we become Krishna conscious through the narration of this subject. But these are not material beings. Lord Krishna's wife or Usa, these are the Lord's eternal own energies, so to say.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So thank you very much. Grant us Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gopi Manande.